Okay, I am recording now. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is David Muir. I am the modeling agent for this model here. I created this for what Jerry wants to go ahead and present for his idea. And so what we have here is just basically um, it's a tower that's built on here. This is easier to just do the scenes. I've set this up with the link, which that's what this video is mostly for, is to do the tutorial for this right here, what you're gonna get. So if you click on the link that I sent to you, it'll load. This is the exact same model for that I have on my computer here. So these are linked exactly what we've done over here when I save it. If you have any suggestions for what needs to be fixed over here, all you have to do is let me know what it is, and I'll fix it over here, and it will automatically adjust over here. So, for example, if I wanted to do a rectangle here, some reason, whatever, and then now there's another tower. Okay, cool. If I save it over here, then the same link for whatever kind of changes, it'll be the same. So if you guys just look at this and then refresh it, now it is whatever I've got over here. And so my point is that with communication, you guys just can go and click on this. All you got to do is click on the thing, look at the entity info, and then you can see what it is based on the definition, and you can see how many are in the model up there. So there's 12 of these, and these are purlins, 5x3, 1x4 by 1/4 or quarter eighth of an inch. And so if you go and look at it, you can go and zoom in on the inside. There's different ways you can look around, but the other thing is that if you go over here, instead of the entity info, which will tell you what each piece is based on the definition, these are these, etc., and so on. Well, what you can do is go down here to the scenes, and if you click on scenes, if you just push play, I did give it a little bit of an animation. This was an example here. Let me get rid of that. So if I go and undo all that, let's go back to scene one. It's good, but actually I like scene 18 for the first one. So if I save it again, okay, fresh. So now just go to scenes, hit play, and it'll go through a few different views. And it just goes through the views real quick, but it kind of goes to each step. And so if you want, whenever you see something you want to investigate, you just pause it like that. And then you can even go down through the scenes. And right now we're on, let's see, what are we on? It doesn't really matter. But you can see where you can just like click through them down here too. And if you click on one where you want to see more of that, then you can click on the information and you go back up to the end of the info, and that's what that piece is. And then you can go back down, different scenes, go to where you see what you want, and then you can even check the lengths just by clicking somewhere, and you just go to that length. So that's 7'8", and that's why I named it 7'8". Purlin, that's the purlin size, 7'8". So these lengths in the definition are what the lengths are. So this one is 2'6". These aren't here because it's not that next scene. The very last scene is a pretty good one where everything's on, and you can zoom in and out with the little rolly scrolly thing on your mouse. So I'm sure you guys know how to do 3D. You click down on the scroll wheel to be able to rotate like that, and this is to select items, so you can then see their entity information. And these are the buttons again where you can go and investigate other settings that I had to set. I don't really mess with that for the sake of time. This is just regular standard setup stuff. These are just shadows. We're not worried about shadows. We just are here for the design. So if you click on one with this cursor here, that's going to be your information. That's going to be specific to how long it is, which you can check just by putting it on the edge. These are just different buttons for different ways to maneuver. Zoom in and out, extents, camera view, where camera view is just like you can like pick a spot and then trail it off, and I don't know. I'm not the best at camera view, but the eyeball is kind of good because then you can just kind of look around. You can still zoom in and out and rotate, and then you can just kind of look like that. Let me know if you need anything else. Cheers.